So, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We've got two out of Team Viva here, Sue Pankowicz and myself, Sheila Massand. And we're sitting here with a delightful, gorgeous, amazing Mette Louise Holland, who is one of our amazing, awesome speakers at the Viva event in November. And Mette Louise is a licensed psychologist in Denmark. And we're really excited to have her share with us at the event. And we wanted to just give you a very quick taster of who she is and what she's seen in terms of the health of the helper, especially with working with clients on an ongoing basis every single day, seeing people. So I'm going to hand it over to Mette Louise. Welcome and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Sue and Sheila. So you're going to hand it over to me, but... Anything particular you would like me to talk about?
I'd love for you to just give us a minute or two on who you are and why you're even speaking at Viva.
Okay. Yeah, as you said, I'm a licensed psychologist in Denmark. Have my own practice. I'm working with people who's like stressed or under the diagnosis of anxiety or depression and stuff like that. Great variety of people. And I came across this understanding of the three principles, or the inside-out understanding, a couple of years ago, completely incidentally, because my husband changed. I know Sheila and Sue has heard this story before, but it was really curious to me because as he changed, it became so obvious to me that was new. He had been searching in the coaching business and self-development business for years. And he's been talking about all these interesting theories and thoughts. And I've been listening and been thinking it was pretty interesting. But the funny thing is, when he changed, it was really new. I was like, just really curious that change could actually happen on this clear level. So I didn't know exactly what he was studying at that time, but it caught my interest. It was little things like his appearance in the world was different. Suddenly he was lighter, seemed to have more fun. I couldn't get him to argue with me anymore. He didn't play his part. It is so strange to try to argue with somebody who's not going with you. It's like, you can't do it. It's impossible. And I didn't know it was possible to do what he did. He wasn't just dragged into it. He was just like, oh, okay, you think so? Okay. I was like, can you be in a discussion like that? Where did that come from? Yeah. So I asked him, because he had said a few words about, he was reading something called the Three Principles or something. And I was asking him, Jacob, what are those principles? Would you mind telling me? And he said, I could tell you their names, but it would mean nothing to you. But it's basically about how thought creates feeling. And that was sort of a life-changing moment for me, because I heard that really, really deep. And deep down in my existence, there was some part of me just giggling and saying, is that it? I just saw that we're creating our own experience completely with feelings and anything, but it doesn't come outside in. It's all coming from me. It's made up. So it was really, really freeing. And there was no way I could go back to the way I used to work. As a helper, I just, it was just a natural thing for me that I could be worn out in the end of the day and struggling and feeling really bad with my clients. And from that point on, it really changed my experience as a helper, because my experience started to getting so much more lighter as I saw there was a completely different way of being in this profession.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
I love that, Mette Louise. Love that.
Mm.
Love to hear that it's got so much lighter for you. And just to add, we will be speaking to Jacob, because Jacob's going to be one of our speakers. We're really excited about that, since he was the one that introduced you to this. And the psychologist, I think, is really curious, isn't it, that you're the psychologist helping people how to have better lives, and he's the one sitting at home studying and whatever he's happened to stumble across, and then he ends up sharing with you, and now you're passing that on to your clients. I think it's fascinating.
It's so funny, because I had that thinking about myself, that I knew stuff. I was like the psychologist.
Mm.
So actually, when he said the thing about the principles is how thought creates feeling, the first thing that popped out of my mouth was, I know that. I didn't have a clue what he was saying intellectually. Nobody had ever said that to me in that simple, profound way before. But it was part of my thinking pattern that I'm this person who knows things. I've been studying for years. So he's my greatest supervisor. I get so much from speaking to him every day.
Great. I love that. And thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't say that at the beginning, but, you know, we want to keep these videos super short and sweet. And I know I could sit here, and I bet Sue would say the same, and listen and chat with you and all for hours. But we want to keep them short and sweet, so that people just get a taste of who you are, Mette Louise. And I think that comes through loud and clear. What a sweet, gentle soul you are, and the love that's shining out. And we just want to give people a taste of what's possible as well, and what they're going to be getting at Viva. So thank you so much for being a speaker for us at Viva. We're really excited about that, and thank you for sharing. Is there anything, Sue, you wanted to say sitting there in the background?
No, just always love listening to you, Mette, and don't get the opportunity often enough. So this is a treat for me, really. Everything that you were saying, you know, there's a resonance there for people. We're all helping somebody in some way, supporting, and to know that can be a different experience, I think, is massive. We don't have to struggle and suffer in the ways that we thought we did, because we knew about struggle and suffering.
So innocent. It's like, if I work hard, I should have a bigger, what do you call it in English?
Car?
Wasn't I thinking?
There's a lot of other things that could be bigger, but I don't know.
Reputation.
Influence, I would say.
Yes.
Like I would do a bigger impact on people. If I'm really suffering with them, I will help them. But it's not like the physical world, is it? It's not like, I mean, if a person had a lot of bags to carry, I could say, let me hand it over to me, and I could carry some of them for you. And I could struggle more, and that would be helpful to them. But it's not like that when it comes to our experience. I can be in my well-being and help people more profoundly than if I'm trying to carry their luggage.
Absolutely. That's a great metaphor.
That's a great metaphor.
Superb. Right, we have to end it there, because I'm sorry, Sheila, you were at that point and we got carried away again.
Sorry. We'll go now and be told off.
Okay, well, thank you from me too, and we're looking forward to seeing you in November, if not before.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.